Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Hello, guys. Welcome once again to another recap review of My to Medicine. And today we're going to be talking about the episode 7 in season 10. Before we go ahead and talk, I'm going to say that I found this episode um, boring. Maybe because I'm one person that I hate when a series, as in we're all talking about one person over and over and over again. They talked about Quad. Like Quad was in the episode for like 10 minutes, but they talked about Quad for like 35 minutes of the show, and I found it very useless because why are you talking about this person that you felt like she's disrespecting you, or you feel like she's not supposed to be part of the group? I I didn't love the episode. I don't know what you thought about it. Living for your girls. How did
Well,
you rate the episode?
well, actually, it was just like basically all over the place. I'm trying to keep up, you know what I'm saying? But I do understand what you said, about Quad. Like, leave it alone. You guys don't want her there, and it just got
Yeah.
stretched out, and so yeah, I didn't really like that part anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the episode. But before we go ahead, thank you very much, guys, for being on the chat. Thank you, guys, for being here. If you have not subscribed, please remember to click on the subscription button down below to subscribe. Make sure you like and comment. And also, you can join our membership, guys, or you can send us super chat or super stickers. It's very much appreciated. So today's episode started with a continuation of last week's episode.
Hmm.
And we literally, what especially pissed me off in today's episode was you're telling someone that you want to talk, you want to have a chat with the person, but you're not giving the person an opportunity to even talk. How is that person going to express themselves? That was the most annoying part of the episode. You said, okay, Phaedra, we want to tell you how we feel. We want you to talk about. Sorry, I said Phaedra. Quad, we want you to talk about how you feel. The fact, especially this conversation between Heavenly and Quad, I found it so offensive that Heavenly will sit down there in all her righteousness and feel that she's a queen mother and she's good because we all know Heavenly and her mouth. She
Right.
has one of the quickest mouths on the show. She has one of the rudest mouths on the show.
Hmm.
She's quick to talk. She talks without thinking. She insults. She doesn't care about people's feelings. And for her to come here and say, "Oh, we were friends," and I felt used. Excuse me, the same Quad. She was on her YouTube live last week, and she literally called Quad and Phaedra that they were going to Africa to sleep with men.
Oh wow.
Is that the kind of person you want to call your friend? I literally would not rate you as my friend, and you're saying that she's your friend and she used you. Who used who? I don't think anybody calling Heavenly a friend is like a is an achievement because she's a friend to you today. Tomorrow, she's on her YouTube channel, she's on her Instagram live, literally bashing you, calling you names, saying trash about you. So, her coming here and forming her righteousness, and the fact that she didn't even allow Quad speak, she was just talking over her, talking over her. That's what you do when you know that you're wrong. If you start talking over people, and you don't allow them prove their points. At least let the poor lady even prove her points. Like, let her say what she has to say in her mouth. Let it be that you don't even believe her. You didn't allow it. She just went all full force on her. You were bamboozling her. Like, it felt so so wrong for me. Then we had Simone in her all righteousness sitting down there saying what she has to say, and Jackie saying that Kwa should take accountability. And I found it very surprising that everybody kept on talking about accountability, accountability. How many of them do take accountability of the things they do to themselves on that show? They say they are friends, but truthfully, I don't see them as friends. I
No.
don't see them as friends. I see them as co-workers that
Mhm.
try to contain or condone themselves because they know they have a show together. So them sitting down there saying, "Oh, we're friends. We try to be friends." I'm like, really? With all the things, because I don't think that I will be friends with some certain kind of people if I hear all the things you say about me, the way they talk about themselves there, and you say you're friends. I don't know their own definition of friendship, but I think I have a different definition of what friendship should be about. I shouldn't have a friend that when she or he goes on a platform or a YouTube channel, they are literally talking trash about me. I shouldn't
Mhm.
have a friend like that. So if you sit down here saying we are all friends and tomorrow you are granting an interview and you're talking trash about me, how is that friendship? It didn't make sense that all of them sat down there and were like, "Oh, accountability and everything." It for me, it didn't just make sense because every one of them is guilty of the same crime at the end of the day.
I totally agree. Um, I just want to go back to Quad when she was going through her darkest times, when she was married, towards the end of her marriage, like everything that I seen was just so toxic, till it was just almost frightening. Like, okay, once the camera stopped rolling, what's going on? Is she like locking the bedroom door? Because remember, her and Gregory, they stopped sleeping in the same room towards the end, you know. And then I have the flashbacks to the reunion when she was like, you body slammed me, and he was like, were you coming towards me with a knife? When she was going through all of those changes, where were these ladies? Were they reaching out to her? Because I knew they had to know some of it. you know I mean, they would go on their couples trips, and if I can remember, Gregory wasn't really into all that. You know what I'm saying? So Quad was always basically going by herself, you know, and what I'm trying to say is, where were all these ladies? Where was that support? Where was that sisterhood? So you got to kind of understand, Quad felt abandoned. Like, you guys really aren't my friends. You're more of Gregory's friends.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so I can understand Quad's detachment, because sometimes you have to detach yourself from people that you really care about and you love, for your own heart. You got to protect your own heart. You know what I'm saying? After it's been broken and shattered, beyond your wildest dreams, you know. So, like, where were these ladies? Where was their loyalty? Did any of them go to their husband and say, hey, look, I don't know if you know, but you need to talk to him because he don't need to be treating her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're friends in a group, right?
Yeah.
You know. So for them to come off as they're up on a pedestal, and kind of come down on Quad like that, I just felt really bad for her. You could kind of tell it was just like really hurting her.
Yeah,
You know,
she was recording, and she was not lying when she said, "I have no emotional feelings, and I have no emotional attachment to you." She doesn't want to lie. Some of
yeah,
those ladies there are just being there, lying through their faces, putting on fake smiles just to still belong to the group.
right.
Some of them are just smiling I'm putting on fake smiles, fake, fake happiness. You know, you can't tell me that with everything heavenly I've said about all of them, they are all bodies. I'm like, really, really. If there's one person, I would say it and I will say it again. If there's one person, because of the attitude and the character that I feel like deserves leaving the show, it's Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly, not Quad. I understand where Quad is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I should be dating somebody or married to someone who we ended up being divorced, and it was a very, toxic situation. And my girlfriends that I think that are my girlfriends decide that, okay, fine, I want to stick with this man. I'm not the thing is that I'm not going I don't really advocate for people saying, okay, ignore this person just because me and you are beefing. I don't advocate for that.
Right.
But I feel like what I would do is that I would literally give you guys space for my own healing. I would
Exactly.
detach myself from you guys so as for me to heal.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done healing, then I can come back into the group. I know that I can be able to face you. I can be able to condone you. I can be able to accept the fact that you were friends with this person that has done me these things.
Right.
That is what I would do. But you don't expect me that after all the hurt or the toxicity I went through in that situation, and I know that you're friends with this person, you will now expect me to all be laughing with you, happy with you. That is fake.
Right. And they've all said some really hateful, nasty things toward each other,
Yeah,
and if it wasn't toward each other, it was in their little private interviews,
they have said it.
podcasts, whatever.
Exactly.
They all say
Interviews.
stuff.
They go on interviews. They go on podcasts. They have said like literal trash about themselves when they do these things. And for them to be like, we cannot trust you. And when they sat down here talking about it, I think Heavenly was the one that was literally championing everything. Heavenly and Toya. I'm not
Mm.
gonna lie. Heavenly and Toya looked like the champions because she was raising Dr. Jackie's hand and be like, oh, I just want to raise her hand so that she would know that I'm serious, blah blah blah. Please, you guys so shut up. Because at this stage, I don't understand what's your problem. I don't understand what's your problem. And I do understand what Phaedra was doing here, by the way. They said the OG. Phaedra is not an OG.
Right.
So why are they always favoring Phaedra? Because I don't still understand. What is Phaedra's role on Married to Medicine?
I
Someone
don't
please make it make
either.
sense to me.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. They already got uh Heaven's Elise smart mouth. Now we got Phaedra. You know what I'm
So please,
saying?
anybody right now on the charts on this live that understands what Phaedra's role is literally on this show, please let me know because I want to understand what her role is on the show.
I don't know. If she came in being close to Quad. Now, since the girls have turned away from Quad, she's more with the mean girls. You know what I'm saying?
And she said she doesn't want to be the one that is bringing the mess
Well, she did bring
on.
them.
I feel like she's
And then
purposely
she's
just
switching
doing what
sides.
she's doing.
Look, soon as the ship starts sinking, she abandons ship, didn't she? I mean, real quick, like, didn't she? I thought her and Quad was close.
You know, Quad Quad herself thought that and had her and Phaedra were good until she announced there and there that they were not good, which she was
Mhm.
surprised.
Yeah. So who's using who?
Please let me know who is using who at the end of the day.
Yeah, sounds like
If
uh
you're if
it
you're
sounds
having
like
a beef with this person and the person doesn't even know you're having the beef with the person,
yeah, it sounds like Phaedra was using Quad to get in close to the other women.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
And now that, oh, she sees Squad as someone they want to dispose, okay, let me quickly, shift gear and leave.
yeah. And
That's
then,
what she did.
yeah, and then when they ask Quad, so how is your doctor? Or we're not together anymore. I have another doctor. Like you could keep on saying that every episode and every season. Like we're not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? We're not seeing it. So does that mean you deserve that spot? Really? I'd rather have Quad back. Let the ladies go to
Now,
therapy and work out their problems.
yeah. I don't know whether it is just my own thoughts or my own eyes, but I felt like Toya was literally happy when they were telling her at this moment, you know what, we don't feel comfortable with you anymore in this group, and we need you to just, leave. When that would see, this thing hits the hell out of me. Why? Why would you invite her for this stuff just to kick her out and tell
Yeah,
her to go home?
yeah,
It doesn't make any sense. You could have kept it till maybe you guys are back in the city. Don't invite her. Go on your vacation with the people you want to be there.
right.
When you're done with the people you want to be there, when you're done with what you're doing, come back. She's still going to be there with you, waiting for you.
Well, it just
You
seems
all live in the same city.
yeah, it seems like Toya just wanted Quad to grovel a little bit, like,
Exactly. She wanted
you
to.
know,
That
I
was
want to
how
see, I
it
want to
felt to me. She
see
wanted to
how,
give her that embarrassment.
yeah, I want to see how much you grovel and say nice things just to be here with all of us, and then when she kind of, said, hey, I apologize. I'm just trying to love you guys and be loved in return. Then right there, that should have stopped it. But no, 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 that wasn't good enough. Let's hold a meeting, a secret meeting, and hey, come out of your room, come over here, so we can tell you we don't want you here, and you can pack your stuff and go. Like that was low down
Like,
and dirty. That was, you know. And yeah, why invite somebody to disinvite them
why?
the next day?
Why invite someone to
Yeah,
disinvite them?
yeah,
It absolutely makes
that's an
no effing
embarrassment.
sense.
That's an embarrassment. But then
Because exactly, because
it's
if I know
also
that my
that's low class though. Yeah, that's
uh-huh,
something that's it's distasteful. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because if I know that my energy doesn't match with you, and I feel like your energy is gonna disrupt my business I'm going for, why would I invite you? All I have to do
Exactly.
is fine. I know we have to have a chat. I can go for my meeting, I can go for my business trip. Then when I come back, we have that group meeting and we talk it out. Why invite her just to tell her we would have to tell you to leave? Like, for I think to them it sounded like they made sense, but no, that was wrong. Don't invite her at the trip at first. Let her meet her up when you guys get back to the city.
Yeah, and wasn't that all the way in Texas?
It will still be the same chat. Nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
I felt like all of them wanted to just, like, yeah, we're there to embarrass you. And they know. I told you that last week they usually do this thing when the show is airing, they go live on Phaedra's Instagram account.
Mm-hmm.
And last week we had almost all the whole ladies. We had Toya. In short, we had all the ladies except for the new doctor at Dr. Alicia. But we
Uh-huh.
have we had every other person. Okay, and except Dr. Sweetie. Sweetie hardly in short, Sweetie doesn't join them. We only had Dr. We had Phaedra, we had Toya, we had Simone, we had Dr. Jackie, we had Dr. Heavily, and they were roasted.
Mm.
I mean, literally roasted. The comment section, different insults, different, like, they started trying to defend their actions.
Wow.
They started trying to defend whatsoever mood, whatever thing they said. And the people on the chat were not agreeing with them because Every I know that you guys are entitled to feel how you feel. Don't get me wrong. You're entitled to feel how you feel, but there's a certain way to do things. There's a certain way to go about things, and they went about it the wrongest of ways. So this week, they realized that it is gonna be worse for them. Dr. Heavenly didn't come on the live like she usually come on every of the live since the episode, since the show, since this season started. But Dr. Heavenly didn't come on the live yesterday. Toya didn't come on the live yesterday. Why
Wow.
weren't they on the live?
Wow. Because they didn't want to hear the
Because they
backlash.
know that it's fucked up. Because the
Mm-hmm.
question people will be asking, why be, and we also had Simone had to address it because a lot of people were still going hard on them on the comment section, even if Heavenly and Toya were not there. People were still coming hard for them on the comment section because why the question will still be why invite somebody on a trip just for you to send them back home?
Right. And I wanted to correct myself. They flew all the way to California to the wineries.
Yeah.
So that's a far distance from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that wasn't right.
I just felt like Toya wanted to just give her that embarrassing moment. And I loved how Quad handled herself. I'm not gonna lie. She
Oh,
didn't make them feel as if, yes, I'm wanting this. I think they wanted that moment of her being like, yeah, I want this, like grovel at them, like beg them on their feet, kiss their feet, And she didn't give them that. And she was just like, well, I'm kind of disappointed that we got to this stage. I literally wanted us to be better.
right. But I feel bad for Quad because, she had to kind of talk herself through it. Like, they really don't like each
Yeah.
other. Like, she has to just come to the realization that they don't like her. But that's supposed to have been their friend. And like I said, they've all said some shady stuff, some crazy
Mm-hmm.
whack out stuff, you know. So I just didn't understand why they couldn't have just said, hey, look, let's all go to therapy, friends therapy, see if we can work this out.
I remember when Dr. Simone and Jackie had their falling out. Nobody kicked them out of the group, right?
Right.
They walked through their friendship, right?
Yeah, they sure did. And when they were having
So,
problems with Toya, same thing. They worked through their friendship with Toya.
so what? See, the thing is, I just feel like they just wanted Toya out. Especially in this breakfast, it was annoying. They'll be like, "Oh, now that Toya has gone, the air is now fresh." Was Toya your problem? Why do you leave? Why do you breathe? Toya. I'm sorry, I said Toya. Why do you leave and breathe Quad? Like, I'm not saying Quad has been the most nicest person on the show.
Right.
I'm not saying Quad has been innocent.
Right.
No. I'm only saying that at least cause demand for you to be at least have a sense of sympathy and respect for somebody. You send somebody home and you're here the next day breakfast saying that, oh, she now that she's gone, the air is fresh. Was she ever holding the air from not being fresh?
Right.
That
I
was Dr.
guess.
Simone. I'm not a fan of Dr. Simone. I'm not a big I'm sure I don't like her. This not let me just put it out there. I'm not a fan of Dr. Simone at all. She talks too much.
I think she's easily persuaded by Toya right now. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Toya got the ladies siding with her instead
Mm-hmm.
of them using their own brains to make their own decisions. I'm the type of person, if somebody's having an issue with you, It's not going to become my issue because I'm going to go off of how you and I interact. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you don't like a person doesn't mean that I'm not going to like them. You know what I'm saying? And that's not making me two-faced or anything. It's just I give every individual person a chance to possibly know me, be around me, and if we're not vibing, then okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We can still be cordial, as long as nobody crosses the line. To me, that's maturity. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
how they're going about it, I don't know. I don't let nobody call my shots when it comes to who I'm friends with or who I'm cordial with, or you know what I'm saying? I don't let nobody put other people in categories for me. So I was just saying that
I,
to say that it seems like Toya's calling all the shots right now.
yeah, she is. She is calling all the shots. It's not 2 years calling all the shots. She is calling all the shots. That's how it looks to me. She is allegedly, and in my own opinion, she
Exactly.
is.
Hmm.
Then we had the men over back home still talking about Quad. What is with Quad and with everybody? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
What is with
I, I think they kind of knew what was going on and figured that, hey, it's something that they're going to talk about amongst them. For what reason? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
like they have
Because,
nothing going on for them. That's why they're just here talking about Quad.
well,
Quad
none of
doesn't
them,
literally rate any of you.
yeah, none of them really have a link to Quad besides Dr. G. And if he's not talking about her, then why are you guys? You know what I'm
He's
saying?
he, oh, he is. I just wanted to bring out a point. Remember when Eugene and his wife Toya was in their conventional? Did you hear what he said? That made me believe that this thing is just them. Like he said, I'm so glad that the ladies came in solidarity with Toya. Did you get that statement when he said that
Yes, I
with
did.
my
I
wife?
did. Yes, I did. Yes, I
That was
did.
when
And I
I was like, okay, it seems like they've stayed in bedroom talk and they've talked about it, and she has been like, okay, probably I'm just gonna sway the ladies to make Chase Squad out of the show, out of the women's life, and he's now been like, okay, yes, the women finally understood, and so came in solidarity of my wife. Then she now started trying to when she saw that it would have sounded off.
yeah, that was almost like she received a crown or something,
Mhm.
like,
When she saw that it sounded off, she
okay.
wasn't like, no, but the ladies all had a bone to pick with Quad on their own.
Yeah, she was trying to clear it up because how he made it sound.
Nobody's interested because the truth is that some people online are still saying they know she just wanted Quad off the show
Mm,
and she worked hard.
mm.
She worked hard. And considering the fact that Quad herself has emotionally detached herself from this group. Because this group, they were doing a throwback to how they were before, always partying, staying, having slumber parties, staying overnight together. They haven't done that in the long while.
Mm.
I haven't seen an episode in a long while where they came together, stayed in a house, had a slumber party, and they were having fun. It's either they're sitting down gossiping about one person, oh, this person said this about me, this person said this about me, or gossiping about each other's marriages. That's what is going on in the group.
Right.
Or you're here talking about Quad, really. And I don't understand Eugene's issues with Quad because Quad, I don't understand. Eugene has to tell me what is his issue. Dr. Eugene has to tell me what's his issue with Quad.
I mean, Quad has said some stuff. Let's get that straight. Quad has said some stuff about him, but he can't get his get back because she's a female. You know what I'm saying? And that
Mhm.
would make him look bad.
But his wife to have said things to Quad. So the thing is, these women, they are always petty. They always look for something to say that will make you get pissed off. So she realized that, okay, if I attack her husband, she's going to get pissed off. That's the thing. And did you get the part where Sweetie was calling her husband Gregory the next day and was like, "Oh, it seems like the relationship with Quad, they were talking with Quad, the other ladies has totally been ended." And the way Jack Gregory dismissed her and told her, "You know what? If I were you, I would wear earbuds." Like he's working hard for them not to be friends, even when they don't have issues.
Right. Right.
And
Well,
it speaks volume. I understand, yes, some people don't want people to be friends with their ex, but she doesn't have any issues with you. You're divorced. She's moved on. But the way he's going about it gives me like, and the things he said during his confessionals, and was like, "Oh, I love the way the ladies have kicked that Quad. I'm not complaining." After you told your wife not to talk about Quad, but you're on the confessionals talking about Quad. I don't even know how she smiled through that statement.
right. He does talk about her too much.
Because why are you talking about your ex in my presence after you told me not to talk about her? And in short, if they are talking about her, I should put earbuds on my ears to avoid any conversation about Quad. But you are right here in the confessionals talking about her, even smiling, like um it's giving this kind of attitude. Yes, because I've divorced you, I want you to live a miserable life. I don't think he's happy that Quad is literally living her best life since the divorce.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
I don't think he's happy that Quad is living. In short, I don't think most of the ladies are happy that Quad has started living her best life since the divorce. If you notice, ever since the divorce, she has been more outspoken. She doesn't let any of the ladies ride her, unlike before. We've seen Toya ride on her. We've seen Maria ride on her. But ever since this divorce proceedings with Dr. Gregory, I think her perspective on life totally changed. And I don't think those ladies like the shift in her.
Right. I think that some of the women are probably actually just a little bit jealous of how she lives and the places she goes. She doesn't have to answer to anybody. I mean, she's living real good. She build a house, moved her mom in, her nephew in. She's
Mm-hmm.
doing good, you know?
She's living, she's living her best life.
Right.
She's no longer the wife that Gregory had to take care of all his life, spend his money on. So
Well,
now
that's
she's
all
letting
he
him know
yelled about.
that
That's all
without
he
you,
yelled about, wasn't it? Wasn't that all he
yes,
yelled about? Well, I took
that
care
was
of
what
you.
he always heard about.
Yeah, I took care of you. Well, I took care of you. Like, dude, that's what you're supposed to do, husband.
At the end of the day, I am glad that she has, the sweetest revenge is to leave somebody that thinks that without them in your life, your life will be in shambles, your life will be in disarray. So then for them to then see you prospering in life, living the best version of your life than even when you were with them is the best revenge. And I think she achieved that in the greatest of ways.
Yes,
She
he did.
left Gregory, she became more beautiful, she looks
Mm-hmm.
more younger. I guess the
Mm-hmm.
problems that was weighing her down left her. And
Yep.
now she's well traveled, she's living her best life, nobody to, you know, hold her down.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's giving, I'm jealous from Dr. Gregory because I don't understand why you should be talking about your ex-wife when you're with your new wife. If I was with you, I would have given him a dirty slap in this confessionals. Because if you're telling me not to talk about her, the same should apply to you.
Exactly.
And that's giving me a kind of dynamics in their relationship. Did you see her facial expression? Immediately he told her, stop that, don't do that. Like I don't think she likes when he's commanding to her. Oh, it seems like we lost her. I don't think she likes when he has this commanding tone. I don't think she likes her when she has the when he I don't think she likes him when he has this commanding tone with her because her facial expression literally changed when he said, don't do that. Block your ears. No, don't talk about Koa. Don't get close to her. Like you're telling me how to live my life, who to talk to, who to be friends with. I don't roll like that. But if you're telling somebody, don't be friends with this person, don't be cool with this person, I expect the same from you as my husband. It's not a one-way thing.
Yeah, he sounds more like a guardian, a daddy. Like he's telling his 30 something year old daughter, hey, that person that you thought was your friend really isn't your friend, so you need to beware. You know what I'm saying? It's not how a married couple would discuss
Should
stuff.
be. Yeah. It shouldn't be like that. No, I just wanted to touch base on this. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what happened in this scene. I don't know whether you had an idea because I literally was skipping through most of the things that happened in this episode. It was pissing me off. But I know that she talked about this during their Instagram live. So I don't know. Did you get what was going on here?
uh Basically giving out information about postpartum depression, about your insurance can last up to 12 months after you deliver a baby, because a lot of women do go through postpartum depression, and there's a lot of uh, immortality rates when women of color are at the hospital having babies because they get the less attention, they get less everything. They if they can, they'll put more women in the room together than you have in your own individual room. You know, so yeah, I mean, very big topic. I just didn't understand its placing right then and there when so much other chaotic, negative stuff was going around. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I thank God you said it because I had to skip over the episode. I was like, what is this doing here? It doesn't even fit the scenes.
Yeah.
It didn't fit the scenes. But I just feel like she just wanted to have her own moment on the episode.
Yeah, I mean, they could have did another episode where, things are a little bit more calmer, and they basically had a storyline behind all this information. But for all this information just to basically come out of nowhere, like boom, it was like, oh wow, what's going on? The vice president, you know. So I didn't get it. I mean, but I understand the severity and the urgency of the message, but the message was slid in with so much other chaos going on till it just kind of didn't fit the puzzle piece.
at all. That's why I don't understand. I felt like you just wanted to just praise her up. For me, I felt like this topic, they could have found a better day when the episode was cooler, when nobody was on high, high
High
tension.
alert.
To
Yeah.
Yeah, today was just not the day because truthfully, I'm not gonna lie, I myself didn't get the message.
Okay.
I did not get the message at all. That's why I was like, I just put the picture there in case you got the message. I did not get the message. And it's a good message. It's a good thing,
Yeah. And
you know.
but in the middle of chaos, like, a lot of people missed the message that they were trying to send, you know. But basically, that was it, that your insurance covers you for the mother for 12 months after you give birth because of postpartum depression, because of the low mortality rate that women go through with them and their babies during delivery, in a nutshell.
That's a nice lesson.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, it was in too much chaos.
Well, at the end of the day, I hope a lot of people didn't miss it because it's a great information that is being passed out there. It's a great thing that we should know about. It's important for us to know about that. But because of
Mhm.
all the chaos of the episode, and for the first time we got to see Dr. Alicia speak, where
Oh
she
yeah,
was really giving airtime. Because I was wondering, are we just going to be seeing her in passing?
right. I
And
enjoyed
we
that.
got to Yeah, we got to see her husband to speak. I knew she was a Nigerian lady, and it's
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's good to listen to her and um, know how intelligent she is. And then she talks about, how her country is and how everything was set up and how independent
Mhm.
that she is, and what her and her husband kind of battles with. And then when he was with the guys, he was like, hey, look, this is my first time being left alone. And, because she's always here. And you know so it was good to see all that. you know
Yeah,
it was.
it
I
was good.
enjoyed her. She's really pretty.
She is. She
Hmm.
is. And I want to see how it's gonna go. And now that they've removed Quad, they said Quad is the problem of the group. I still know that there's gonna be an issue. There's still gonna be issues on the show because did you watch the mid season trailer?
Yeah, I did.
We will see Jackie being dragged. So and now Quad is not going to be there to support.
Right.
So she literally will be standing on her own because now
Mhm.
that Quad is gone, there will be a new focus. There has to be a new focus.
Right.
And unfortunately, she's the one.
Yeah, I kind of was a little bit confused because I was like, okay, is that Sweet Tea? Is that Jackie? Is that Simone? Like, what the heck? These ladies are going crazy.
The thing is that once you've removed the person that you've been talking down on, you've been saying shit about, well, another person has to take the space
Well, if she was the
because
cancer, then it spread, didn't it? Or maybe she
you
wasn't
see,
the cancer. Maybe she was the
she
plague.
wasn't the problem. The group, she said it to them, but I don't think they wanted to understand. The group is the problem
Mm-hmm.
because now, from now on, they'll have to pick on each other or
Right.
pick on one person specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the general enemy number one, is gone.
Right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a mess.
So, I can't wait to see how that will turn out in this mid season. I don't know how many episodes is going to be in this season, but I'm here for it. Well, guys, I guess that we're going to end it here for today. Thank you very much for being on the chat with us. Thank you for watching with us, guys. Thank you for always watching out the videos we put out on this channel, especially when it comes to mice and medicine. But before we go, don't forget to like and comment on this video. The more you like the video, the more YouTube recommends the video to other people to watch. And also, don't forget to click the subscription button down below to subscribe. You can literally send us a super chat or super sticker. I am pleading on you guys. Oh, guys. And we'll be coming live later on to um talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. So you can join us later on to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We'll see you guys later. Have a nice day, guys.
Bye.